Now going over to the political part podcast, you have Trump saying he won't beg and is okay going to jail. Now this is his first report thanks to Colin Rugg over at X Twitter, in which Colin has Trump's quote, and granted Trump's voice is infinitely better than mine, but I'll just read the first part before he does the quote. So Colin says, just in, Donald Trump says he's prepared to go to jail, says he's not going to beg the judge to keep him out. The next 3 months are going to be in some of the craziest months in modern political history. Buckle up. And interestingly enough, somehow Fox News is still in business. They got this interview somehow. Now, granted, Trump, as all men should, Trump did suit up as well as the gentleman in this photo, or rather, more accurately, this video. And of course, his voice is infinitely more eloquent than mine. So, without too much further ado,
the judge could decide to say, hey, house arrest or even jail.
It
How do
could.
you face what that could be?
I'm okay with it. I saw one of my lawyers the other day on television saying, "Oh no, you don't want to do that to the president." I said, "You don't beg for anything. You just the way it is."
They could.
I'm surprised. I know YouTube likes to censor videos if you actually incorporate music. I'm surprised they didn't have that rap compilation. It's like da 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 da. They had the little sunglasses drop down. I should eventually get to the point where I hire a graphic designer and do some of those fancy things. And another friendly reminder to click the subscribe button because, again, together as we build the show, I'll be able to incorporate some of those cool new features. And again, thanks to the feedback in the comments, I know that picture-in-picture is one of the top things people wanted. So I'm proud to say recently you had that more incorporated into the daily show. Now, What Pretty Well got 9.9 million views and 60,000 likes. Quite a few to say the least. One of the first comments comes from USMC Lady Vet saying he's a political prisoner, and that shit-eating grin on Biden's face after the other day tells you everything you need to know, unquote, getting 15,000 likes, which, yeah, again, kind of, let's just say I don't play a lot of poker. I like to, in terms of gambling, I reinvest in my businesses, but if I were to play poker, I would love to play poker against Biden. Someone actually, after a press conference where he answered the, pre-scripted questions, of course, but someone asked him, hey, what are your thoughts? Is Trump a political prisoner? Or why are you arresting him? Are you in charge of that? And Biden simply turned around on the way out and just gave a smirk, which, again, that's not good poker skills. Granted, I don't think Biden ironically says no one's above the law, but we'll get into that in a second. Let me see here. So Colin Rugg says replying to USMC Lady Vet saying conservatives need to use the term convicted felon and use it in their advantage. Don't let them own it. Similar to how the Biden campaign successfully turned Let's Go Brandon into a good thing for them. Dark Brandon getting 5.6 thousand likes, which, again, conservatives aren't great at marketing. They need to be. They should be. Hire someone or study. But yeah, I was fascinated because I follow Biden, a lot of his associates on LinkedIn. I was going to say LinkedIn. They're not there. Well, they might be, but I mean on X Twitter, so I can gain some more perspective. And yeah, a lot of people are very supportive of Biden. One of the biggest terms that I hear is Dark Brandon, which, I mean, to me that's not good marketing because that just reminds me of when Biden said, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black," which, again, is pretty morally vacuous to say. You have to vote for me because you're a minority. But nevertheless, that aside, yeah, conservatives need to figure out how to use that term to their advantage. The convicted felon. Going down more and more. PDB says, never show fear. That is the emotion they want. No one can imprison your mind. Your mind is free. They hate that. Getting 6.8 thousand likes. Red Wave Press says, we could very well have the sitting president of the United States in jail in New York. It's going to be a crazy rest of 2024, getting 2.5 thousand likes, which, yeah, that could be true. Paul Zupa is saying, Trump is absolutely fearless. He also knows that going to jail will just amass his campaign and countless more dollars donations. The best thing Democrats can do now is move on from this lawfare nonsense. They can't hide it. They're out of options. Says cheating is all they have, unquote. Getting 1.2 thousand likes. We also have our favorite leftist, well, not really favorite, but appreciate different perspectives. So it's not a boring echo chamber. Luke Zaleski, which, again, you kind of know everything you need to know about Luke is he wears a V-neck t-shirt in his profile picture, which, again, men always suit up. V-necks are maybe only appropriate for like the 7th date after you've married. You're married, and then you've had like 7 years together, then maybe an at-home date. Perhaps then it's appropriate. But nevertheless, Luke also brags about how, he wrote an article at GQ saying young boys should not be allowed to play football, which tells you everything you need about Luke. Luke says, quote, you'll never convince any MAGA that they're not both the victim and hero and everything. In fact, the core nature of any Trumpers is an absolute absence of self-awareness married to an absolute abundance of self-centeredness, a boundless, overconfident, belligerent expression of the id, unquote. Mentally vacuous as usual, Luke. But nevertheless, 6 people did like that, but was he ratioed? Because 3 people responded. Going down more and more. Ryan says, imagine the cognitive dissonance it requires to be liberal these days. No likes, but you did get, let's see here. Are you not right center? Change right. Let's see. Trump supporters. No, he was completely ratioed in terms of all the comments were negative. Going down more and more. Pretty inappropriate, but amusing. So Base Chef says this is their guy. And it's a picture of Biden. And again, cover your ears if you have children listening. And Jesus. And Biden said, again, this is not what Biden says, this is what the meme says. It says, my girlfriend said I was a pedo. I said, that's a pretty big word for a 9-year-old. Getting 705 likes. Scroll down more and more. Libercat Media TM says, the people's champion, raise your hand if you will be voting for convicted felon in November. Getting 3.2 thousand likes. Which, again, in terms of marketing, Trump is going to, he's already raised more money than, I need to look up the statistics, but he's raised a great amount of capital from this instance in terms of campaign funds. Yeah, a lot of people feel like they've been screwed over by government, especially by police and these judges are very biased. I can't help but think it's going to resonate more and more with people who feel politically homeless, so to say, and just feel like the whole government's against. I think it's going to resonate with a lot of folks. So I think it's going to backfire personally. Let's see here. Mr. Bigglesworth's me say these are the ones that should be going to jail, and it's Biden, Hunter, Pelosi, what was it? Bill Gates, Kamala, Fauci, and Clinton. Well, Hillary Clinton. It says make America great again. Yeah, 1.1 thousand likes. And again, that was Hillary Clinton. For the record, I should also say I'm sure she's beautiful, intelligent, and would absolutely never suicide a disproportionate amount of people who are in her life. I mean, she would never do anything evil. Coincidentally, I want to say I hope to have a long, wealthy, healthy life and would never want to prematurely end it. Just for the record, just throwing it out there. Scrolling down more and more. Let's see here. Pro Swing Trading says, if they jail Joe Biden's political opponent 3 months before an election, the Republicans need to refuse to certify the election because of Joe Biden would be an illegitimate president, not chosen by the American people. We would have an absolute duty to refuse to certify. Getting 239 likes. So overall, exceedingly high ratio of people who are agreeing with Colin as well as Trump. And it'd be the weakest thing in the world would, again, Trump would get a single vote if he actually broke down and cried in court and begged for any mercy from these monsters. I mean, I just it went even more viral. Now it's up to 10 million views. Yeah. Let me know, is this, as youth might say, it's a pretty baller move of Trump, or his vernacular is quite apt, I think people would say. And I think this is going to attract more and more people to vote for him. But let me know in the comments. As always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.